obviously this kind of thing's not going to be for everyone in every circumstance. You know, we're saying it's accessible and available for everyone. It's going to resonate with some people more than others. What happens for me, right, when I'm in the middle of something really critical, like, you know, a relationship busts up, I lose a job or something like that, or something, you know, there's a devastating thing which feels like I can't change it and there's nothing I can do about it. It's so tempting at those times to just panic and run around like a headless chicken and make decisions from that panic, and because because you're in pain and you're suffering and you're frightened and you've got to do something and you've got to do something fast. It's true, it is urgent, it is important, and at the same time I always make better decisions if I just give myself a pause. Just give myself a pause to find a moment of quiet inside me, a space, so that I can feel new options and alternatives that when I was running around panicking like a headless chicken, just couldn't be seen. It's like I was blind to them. So I guess what I do, and you know, I've been practicing for 25, 30 years, however long it's been, 25 years, intensively, you know, by all accounts. But even now I still get into panic. I still feel thrown by circumstances. I still have things that happen that I really don't want to happen. I still get upset, I still cry, I still get hysterical about things. And I guess the difference is that I know actually there's a kind of soulful sound, soulful strand of help somewhere available, and if I can allow myself, or give myself the gift of a little bit of time to find that space, then whatever happens next is going to be a better choice. If you remember, I was talking earlier about coming from the love mode or the fear mode, and when we do come from fear, we're panicking, we're upset, and we make choices and decisions based on fear of lack, fear of loss. They're often not the best decisions. If someone was in a crisis and a transition, I mean, this is what happens to me. People come and see me for coaching when, you know, often there's change coming or they're stuck. But, you know, if they're in the middle of a crisis, what happens when they're here with me is I help create for them that little moment of sanctuary through just a few minutes of breathing, relaxing, and suddenly we drop into this deeper experience of ourselves where, as I say, new solutions, answers, possibilities that we hadn't even seen are present. So it doesn't take very long. And then the other thing that happens when I'm with people is that just having somebody listen, take it in, hear the story, hear the rantings, whatever it is, hear this grief. I mean, you don't have to pretend, you can just lay it all out. After that's all been laid out, then somehow it all just blows away like a storm and the person comes to another kind of equilibrium and answers. They start to find a peace in their answers. So what I would say to somebody who's involved in something really, really difficult, and this is what I do, if I get involved in something very acute and very sudden, I like to write, so I get my big pad out and I just go blah blah blah, rant, rave, this, that, you know, whatever, splat it all out uninhibitedly. All the issues, all the thoughts, all the questions, all the confusions, all the upset, it's just blah 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 out on the paper until I'm emptied out. It's all there. And then at that moment, once I'm empty, I then pause. I drop into myself and I connect with what I experience as my inner guidance. And from that place, I am amazed at the guidance, the answers, the options, the possibilities, the solutions that feel soulful, that feel whole, that feel left field. Often they just like, what? I'd never have thought of that. And it's like there is this other whole intuitive realm of logic almost that's available. So I guess rant it all out to a friend, or on paper, or talk to yourself if you have to. Have a cup of tea, take the phone off the hook, relax in the bath or an easy chair, and breathe.